13,000 feet down, sonar found pyramids where none should exist. The oceanographer's screen flickered in the dim glow of the research vessel's control room. A grid of green lines pulsed across the black void of the abyss, each blip a whisper from the deep. Then, without warning, the lines bent sharp, perfect, impossible. The angles didn't waver. They didn't blur. They were crisp, deliberate, as if drawn by a ruler held steady in the dark. These shapes were too precise to be natural, yet too ancient for any known human hand. It was June 1999, and the Almirante Gago Coutinho cut through the Atlantic swells 1,000 miles west of Portugal. The crew had set out to map the Azores Plateau, vast underwater plain where the seafloor should have been flat, featureless, unremarkable. But the sonar had other plans. Instead of the expected monotony, it returned something else entirely: spikes rising 200 feet from the sea. Not the jagged teeth of underwater volcanoes, not the gentle curves of sand dunes. These were straight edges, right angles, aligned with eerie precision to true north. Dr. João Monteiro, the lead scientist, leaned in until his breath fogged the screen. His fingers hovered over the glass, as if he'd touched the shapes beneath the waves. 20 years of studying sonar scans had taught him the language of the deep, its ridges, its trenches, its slow, grinding rhythms. But this was something else. The structures weren't just stacked, they were layered like steps carved by patient, unseen hands. Basalt, the same dark stone that forms the ocean's crust. But basalt does not arrange itself into pyramids. Not without help. The geologists arrived within days. They pored over the data, their skepticism hardening into something closer to disbelief. Tectonic shifts? No. Fault lines don't create perfect symmetry. Volcanic vents? Impossible. Lava doesn't form 90-degree corners. Underwater landslides? The shapes were too deliberate, too designed. The more they ruled out, the more the mystery deepened. Then came the sediment cores. A hollow tube, cold and unyielding, plunged into the sea beside the largest pyramid. When it surfaced, it carried the weight of millennia layers of sand, silt, and the fragile remains of tiny shells. Radiocarbon dating placed the last dry moment at 12,000 years ago. 12,000. That's 8,000 years before the first Egyptian pyramid rose from the sands of Giza. 5,000 years before the first known seafaring culture dared the open ocean. Here's the thing. 12,000 years ago, the world was locked in the grip of the last ice age. Glaciers sprawled across continents, and sea levels were 400 feet lower than they are today. The Azores Plateau wasn't a plateau at all, it was dry land. But no human civilization from that era is known to have built pyramids, or cities, or even permanent villages. The oldest confirmed pyramid in Egypt is a mere 4,600 years old. The oldest known boat? 9,000 years old, a simple dugout canoe, barely capable of hugging the coastline, let alone crossing an ocean. So who built these pyramids? And why? The sonar images vanished behind a wall of classification. The Portuguese Navy seized the data, citing national security. But in 2003, a leaked memo slipped through the cracks. It described the structures as artificial, precise, and unexplained. The words were clinical, but the implication was anything but. The memo also hinted at a second discovery: a network of straight lines connecting the pyramids. Roads? Canals? The memo didn't say. It was buried again, as if the truth itself were a state secret. Then, in 2015, a private deep-sea exploration company, OceanX, secured permission to scan the site. Their sonar was sharper, more precise. And what it revealed sent a chill through the scientific community. The pyramids weren't standalone. They were part of a larger, complex grid of smaller structures, spaced with unsettling regularity. Some resembled platforms, others looked like towers. All of them were buried beneath centuries of sediment, as if time itself had tried to erase them. One detail stood out like a beacon. The largest pyramid had a flat top, not eroded, not broken. Flat, as if it had been designed that way. On land, flat-topped pyramids were built for ceremonies, for sacrifices, for watching the stars. But 12,000 feet underwater, what ceremony could survive that crushing darkness? What star could be seen through miles of black water? Then came the most unsettling discovery of all. The sediment cores contained traces of charcoal, not the chaotic scatter of wildfires, but the controlled burns of hearths, of human hands tending flames. And the charcoal dated to the same era as the pyramids 12,000 years ago. But here's the contradiction. No human tools have been found, no pottery, No bones, no carvings, just stone. Just basalt, stacked with impossible precision, as if the builders had vanished the moment their work was done. Some researchers cling to the idea that the structures are natural, a rare geological quirk, but geology doesn't create right angles. It doesn't align to true north. It doesn't build pyramids with flat tops and hollow chambers. Others whisper of an advanced lost civilization, one that thrived before the Ice Age ended, before the floods came, before history was written. But if such a civilization existed, where are its cities, its art, its graves? The ocean is a relentless archivist. It preserves. It doesn't erase. The most chilling theory: the pyramids weren't built on land at all. They were built underwater, by a species we've never met, a species that didn't need air, that didn't need light. That shaped stone with tools, or perhaps with something beyond tools, something we can't even imagine. But wait, there's another possibility, one that doesn't require aliens or lost civilizations. What if the pyramids aren't 12,000 years old? What if they're older, much older? In 2018, a team of marine geologists studied the basalt. They found something strange. The stone wasn't just layered, it was fused, as if melted and reshaped, not by human hands, not by tools, by something hotter, something like lava. But lava doesn't create perfect angles. Lava doesn't build pyramids. Then they found the cracks, tiny fractures running through the basalt, filled with a mineral called calcite. Calcite forms when water seeps through rock, but the calcite in the pyramids was different. It was too pure, too uniform, as if it had been injected, as if the pyramids had been repaired. Repaired by whom and when? The deeper they looked, the stranger it became. The sonar revealed hollow chambers inside the largest pyramid, not caves, not tunnels, rooms, with smooth walls, with straight edges, with what looked like doorways standing open in the dark. But no one has entered them. The pressure at 13,000 feet is 400 times greater than at the surface. It would crush a human body like paper. No submersible can reach them. No robot can survive the crush. The chambers remain sealed, their secrets locked away. And that's when the questions multiply like the currents in the deep. If these pyramids were built by humans, why are there no tools? No art? No bones? If they were built by something else, what was it? And why did it vanish without a trace? The most haunting detail: the pyramids aren't alone. Similar structures have been found in other parts of the Atlantic, off the coast of Cuba, near the Bahamas, even near the Canary Islands, all of them deep underwater. All of them dating to the same era 12,000 years ago. Some say these are the remnants of Atlantis, but Atlantis is a myth, a story told by Plato, a cautionary tale about hubris and downfall. Not a real place. Others say they're the work of an advanced civilization, one wiped out by the rising seas, by the end of the Ice Age, by a flood that drowned the world. But here's the problem. No other traces of such a civilization have been found. No cities, no farms, no graves, just pyramids. Just stone standing silent in the dark. And that's the mystery, not who built them, but why. Why build pyramids underwater? Why align them to true north? Why make them so precise, so perfect, if no one would ever see them, unless someone was meant to see them? Someone who could survive the depths. Someone who could breathe water. Someone who could shape stone with their minds. Or perhaps the pyramids were never meant to be seen at all. Perhaps they were a message, a warning, a marker for something buried deeper, something waiting. The Portuguese government still controls the data. The sonar scans remain classified, locked away like a treasure or a threat. But in 2022, a new expedition was announced. A joint effort between Portugal, the United States, and Brazil. They plan to send a deep-sea submersible to film the pyramids, to take samples, to finally answer the question, but will they? Or will the truth stay buried like the pyramids themselves? One thing is certain: the ocean keeps its secrets well, and the Azores Plateau holds the deepest one of all. Demand open access sonar data. This mystery belongs to the world, not governments.